Hey everyone, it's Matt. Welcome back to my channel. Something a bit different this time. This is Buzz Aldrin's Space Program Manager. Not Kerbal Space Program, but Buzz Aldrin Space Program. And I'm playing as the Soviet Space Agency here. Welcome my comrades, my name is Sergei Korolev. And Sergei Korolev was the real person in charge of the early Soviet space program. So feel free to read this through. It's introductory message. Okay. So this is information on the budget we're going to have, and the budget is what we have until the end of the 8th season, I think. So that's what we have to cope with. So this is our space center, and at the minute we have all these buildings. One is the communication center, two is public affairs office, 7 over there we have the vehicle assembly, and then astronauts complex. Mission Control Center. Let's build one of those. Let's build a cosmonaut complex and a vehicle assembly building. And we're going to upgrade the scientist's office. We don't need all of them right away, but it's good to have it so you don't need to wait on it for later. Now, this program is, this program is going to be based around achieving goals by certain periods, and we can check them here compared to the United States. So it's really a real space program. You've got to get all of the different objectives before your competitive nation does. Including Mars, Jupiter, Saturn probes. Oh, that's very cool. And then that's the human exploration, I take it. Man in space, yes. Okay, very cool. And it's very much an open sandbox game. You can use different rockets with different launch payloads compared to reality and things like that. So let's take a look at these. At the minute, we're limited to Earth-based things because we've never launched a rocket before. So, Earth-based satellites. We've got Sputnik 1, Sputnik 2, and I can't remember what the one was. So let's just open the Sputnik program. And as you can see, we have various goals that we can achieve with this project. For example, the first probe, the first radio transmitted, things like that. And let's also open another one. It's best to have a lot of programs going at the same time, because if you focus on one thing, the Americans will get ahead. It's a very competitive game. Let's open up a manned mission. Let's open up the Vostok program at the same time. And, okay, we need a launch vehicle for these as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have one launch vehicle for the Sputnik and the Vostok programs to save money and development time. So I'm going to have a manned rocket that will be able to do both. It will make the individual launches more expensive, but in the long run, development time will be cut down. So I'm just looking through what we can do with the Vostok. The orbital flight is what I thought was the first one, but I guess there were some test flights before that. I wasn't aware that they'd tested it before they sent Yuri Gagarin up, but apparently they have. So let's have a look at our personnel. This is who we have right now, but we can hire some more. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for numbers, either very, very good in one area or, roughly averages of 50 or 60. You can train them, but if you're going to train them early, because you can't afford to make mistakes when you start launching rockets. So, wow. It's very much luck of the draw. I don't think I've got a very good selection this time. Maybe we'll go with him. Okay. And send the others on training. Now, should I go for I think I'm going to go for the specialization path. So I'm going to pick their highest skill that's important to me right now, and I'm going to develop that. So I'm going for Sputnik. I want Sputnik up there first, so it's all going to be rockets and probes, but it's human-rated rockets because I'm going to be using the Vostok-rated rocket to launch my Sputnik. Now, this is based on the original Buzz Aldrin's Race into Space, which is free and available now. It was a DOS-based game, I think, or maybe even pre, I don't know, long time ago. But it's based around exactly the same thing. This is an updated version. It's got very similar gameplay. But of course, the graphics are very much updated in this version. So what else should we do? We have the Vostok, we have the Sputnik. Let's have a look at what we would need for the moonshot. Soyuz. That's the thing, there are several different projects that you could do with the Americans. You can pursue the Gemini program to get to the moon. With this, you can pick various little branches and trees to get there. So let's end the season. So the US have opened some programs too. They're going the Explorer 1 and the Spaceplane route. They've not opened the Gemini program yet, or the Mercury program. Okay, lots of programs opened in the first season. To the moon! The General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union holds a speech during the Congress of the party. This is very much like the Kennedy speech, which happens if you play as the Americans. We will get into space into the moon within this decade. I'm not sure whether this is a real speech, but or whether it's just to mirror Kennedy's speech for flavor. Okay. Information, fantastic. So let's check the goals. Okay. The maximum prestige we really need to get is there. If we get any more than that, our budget won't increase by any more. So we could save the money. But then again, it might be worth pursuing the progress a little bit so that we have the Americans beat by a lot of time. It's very, very tactical, this. Do you want to... No? Okay, let's check the scientists. They're still all training. And he's on basic training because we just hired him. Okay, let's end that season. And personnel, training, construction. Okay. Constructions are done. And he's finished his basic training. So now we can give him some advanced training in a specific area. Maybe crew capsules, because we want to work on the Vostok as well in the background. And oh, we can also check out... Oh, we can't hire people. Once per season. Okay. Once per year, sorry. So let's check out the programs. Manage rocket programs will allow us to open a new rocket, but let's look at the payloads first. We have Sputnik and Vostok. Well, we can open a program through here, because this is the human-rated rocket list. And we want one that is capable of lifting Sputnik and Vostok and some other things as well. Vostok will not get us to the moon. It can only get you into low orbit. I didn't know that. And the ones before that aren't human rated, and I can't build anything heavier. So we're going to have to go with Vostok for now, I believe. Yeah, we are. We're going to have to go with Vostok. It's not perfect, because I would really like something that could get a probe to the moon, which might have to be the Molniya. But that's not human rated, and we can't build these ones because we need a bigger vehicle assembly building. So, there's no point getting these lighter ones, there's just no point. It's just a waste of time. Well, I'm thinking of a dual approach. Let's go for the Vostok. And then later we can do some development on the Molniya rocket for lunar probes. Okay, so that's our launcher set up with the Vostok program. And let's manage the rocket program. No, open rocket program. Still very, very new to this, as you can probably tell. And there we go, we can pay for the Molniya. Okay. So the Molniya is not human rated, the Vostok is human rated, but the Molniya has a bigger range. Okay. Now we have no available scientists because they're all training, so let's just end the season. And they're back from training. Funny how that works. Okay. Let's check the scientists out. Oh, can't hire any more, can we? Yeah, that's it. So we can probably assign these people to projects. Sputnik. Oh, needs your launcher as well, but let's give it your scientists for now. So there we go, all good at space probes. Give you 2, that's going to give us 30% per season, that's good. And the rest... Okay, yeah, let's go with this. Just go with that from the beginning. Lots of rocketry scientists. Lots being 3, but you know. But first we need the guy that we hired specifically for the Vostok to be working on the Vostok. Or is he still? He's still in training. Okay, let's human rated. We need 2. Okay, and then the Sputnik launcher, which is the Molniya, can be developed later. In a push, we can launch on the Vostok. Ooh, and we haven't got any launch controllers or astronauts. Ah, we have Yuri. Now Yuri doesn't always appear. He's a random spawn for Russia, but it's just so happened that we have Yuri. So we've got to have Yuri because he's Yuri, and then the other guys are actually looking at their abilities. Yuri we can train because he's not that great, to be honest, in terms of his leadership skills, things like that, which are very important in early missions. So 3, is that enough to go with? 4. Okay, let's go with 4. 4 will do. No training yet. They've got to go through basic training and end season. So here you can see the progress we made in the past season on our project. A lot of work done on the Sputnik, and a lot of work done on the Vostok. That's very good progress. Okay, proceed. Okay, I've got a boost to technology over this seasons, or 7 seasons, I think. Now we can hire more. That's the end of the year. Good, now we can start hiring more. We did a lot more people. So, again, let's go for averages of 50, or specializations. Hmm. 2? Is that a waste of a year's hiring? Probably. Does it matter? Probably. Oh well. So, mission controllers. Now these are vitally important, because it doesn't matter how good your systems are, if these people are bad, problems happen randomly, and these people need to fix it. I think you only need 3 for the first mission if it's a robotic mission. Decisions, okay. Yep, we'll go with you. Why not? And then we've got some time to train you up. At the minute we're still making $59 a month, or a season. So that's cutting it very thin. We're going to start losing money if we hire too many. Yeah, we're losing money, 149. Okay. Well, we could make savings, or we could hope that we can just finish this season, this program, and get some prestige for the next budgetary round. Okay. Basic training, stuff like that. Okay, proceed. Okay, should you go onto a project, or should we send you for advanced training? Let's put you in the Vostok project. The UI could do with a little bit of sorting out. It's a little bit like you have to go through 3 menus to get to your most commonly used menus. So now you have progress on the Vostok. Okay. And I think that the Vostok is the basis for the Sputnik Karavel probe. So we could basically do that if we develop the Vostok with no kind of extra R&D required. Okay, flight controllers set and astronauts. Okay. So we have 3 people available for duty. Just basic rockets. Let's start building up the Molniya launcher. And because they're all kind of basically average, giving them a little bit of a specialization wouldn't hurt. Problem is, I don't want to focus too much on non-crew rated launchers, because the problem there is that we can't use them for the moonshot. So yeah, let's focus entirely on the Vostok. Let's just get that done. Would we be able to launch? No, more time in R&D. Okay. Very low reliability at this stage. Flight controllers, let's give you some training while we still can, because you're going to be used very, very frequently from then on. Specialization is always good in flight controllers. You need one for propulsion, you need one for etc, etc. But then systems and things like that, you need maybe 3 or 4. Okay. So you can be who to go with payload and who to go with the mission control. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. Maybe we can get in 2 rounds of training before we launch a mission. End season? End season, okay. Sputnik is nearly there. Sputnik is really ready to go. We just need to catch up with that launcher. Yeah, Sputnik is almost there. 70% I think I'm going to set myself as a limit. Oh, astronauts have finished their training. So let's remove some of the R&D from Sputnik. Sputnik's going along on a good speed. And maybe you could be relocated to the Vostok, but we want to have good crew-rated people, and he's a bit naff. Okay, well, it's better than nothing. Really is better than nothing. Well, 27%. Well, it's not much better than nothing. Okay. And then maybe when we get some people out of training, we can put them on Molnia. So Yuri, you need to train your leadership, otherwise you'll die or something. You can train your leadership, or you'll die or something. You can train your EVA? No, piloting. Okay, piloting skills. And you can train EVA, because one of the missions will involve an EVA. Okay, and yeah, I can't think of anything else to do. See, Sputnik is still progressing well. The Vostok not so much change, and the Vostok launcher, I don't think my changes did much really. Yep, no news. Are you ready to go yet? He believes it's fairly safe. Okay, well we only need to get into low Earth orbit. Sputnik is a very light payload. Okay, oh, well, okay. They're on training, that's not going to help. Well, it has 1 more season to develop, I guess. Yeah, okay. A bit more development, not that much. Vostok doing alright. Vostok launch is still not incredibly reliable. It's a risk if we put anything on that, to be honest. Thanks for watching everyone. Remember, if you like this video, you can show your support by liking, subscribing, or commenting on the video itself on YouTube. Or you can head over to Patreon and you can check out my channel where you can help from as little as $1 US. 1 oozed can really change my life, change the channel. Head over, check out the rewards, see if it's something you'd be interested in. If not, just leave a comment. I'm happy to read everything, and they really make a big difference to me and my channel. Thanks, guys. See you for the next video.